started streaming again. Okay. Oh my god, you guys will have to forgive me today. I am going through a lot. Not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of need to wear some like cozy shirt or something. What's wrong? Oh, and I turned you down. Wait until I tell you to speak. Okay, speak.
One of the mods aren't working, trying to get it to work, and Fix isn't working either.
Oh, sorry for that.
And are you on?
Yeah, I started, but I had started streaming, but I didn't write the right things, the hashtags and stuff. So which means the video wasn't getting shared. I had to like end and then start all over again. But now we are fine. I'm having a flu.
Good. Now, make some tea, hang in there, but stop if you need to.
Okay, thank you.
All right, hang in there, sweetheart. I love you.
Love you more. Muanguzi Vicent, hi. Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, we are back now. We are back with new energy. New energy. Antonio De Lima says, hey, beautiful, are you married? I'm engaged. I'm engaged. Okay, guys, when you join in, like the live stream, let's hang out. Grab a snack, let's hang out. Okay, grab a snack, let's hang out. Okay. Let me get myself some lip serum. Lean, yo, good to see you. We did hit the mark. I stayed up until like I think 4 a.m. I think we streamed until like 2 a.m. or something. Yeah, we did hit the mark, guys. Lord, now we have another goal. Watch hours, okay? We are going to now from now on. We are just streaming until we cannot stream anymore. That's what we're gonna be doing, okay? Welcome to the stream, guys. Like the live stream and subscribe. Hey, I just got myself a new like lip serum, so you're gonna be seeing the. Oh, we've been using this one. I think every one of you guys who watches me have knows this bad girl. Her name is Miss Luke Mood Lip Gloss, and now we are changing to this one lip serum. We have a new bad girl. Anyway, welcome to the live stream, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. My good name is Omboy. Thank you so much for being here. Oh my god, every one of you guys are so amazing. So, oh, yes. So let's hang out. Let's hang out. Lynn says, sorry, I think I will not be here today. I just got to sing and dance up. Sorry, I'm really tired. But yay, 1K followers. Yay! Yay! Da, 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 da. We did get there. We did get there. Okay. That literally means a lot. Like honestly now I can see that like I'm kind of doing something, you know. Okay. Welcome to the live stream, guys. Honestly, today I'm not feeling great, but we are here. You look tired. Yes, I am. I am tired. I'm sick. Not tired, I'm sick. You guys have started knowing me so well. Okay, I am sick. That's what's up. Okay. I don't know if I should celebrate the fact that you guys are now starting to know me so well, or should I be worried? Okay. These medicines. Where should I put this? Okay. Yes, I know from the energy. Okay, God, you know me. I usually have energy, like energy. Wow. Okay, guys, like the live stream and subscribe. Okay, I'm having a flu. I'm having other issues like. Getting like I just feel like you know what I can keep going. I can keep going. I am happy, but I'm tired. Like I'm sick. Okay, let me make sure. I did go to the hospital today, so when you see me with a little bit of medicine here and there. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. I wish on YouTube you could host somebody on the screen, like add someone on the screen and stuff, and they could do all the talking. Wow. Maybe the cold is even from staying half the night yesterday. But is it worth it? Absolutely. Would I do it all over again? Absolutely. Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. My good name is Omboy. Thank you so much for being here. So grab a snack. Let's hang out. Let's hang out. Ask me anything. What are you up to today? What I'm up to today? Today I am just up to hanging out. Like today I'm up to hanging out. Because honestly, like I don't like pretending, like I don't feel the energy to like do a specific topic, although if you guys ask me questions we are just gonna do them. Okay, so what I'm up to today is hanging out. Mm. This as real as life can get, God. And I need to wear a sweater, like I am cold. I am cold. Cold, cold, cold. When you join in, let me know who you are, where you're watching me from. Just say hi. Okay, so what are we gonna talk about? Okay, okay, I'm working on that. I'm working on that. Okay, I'm working on that. Honestly, like I want us to talk about, I don't know, but it depends with the crowd. Okay, um, I wanted to talk about why is African heritage viewed as primitive. I do have that video on my channel, but it would literally be interesting to like have a one-on-one conversation with you guys. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. I think that will require minimal work. Okay. But you know what? For some people who don't relate with Africa, it's like no. Okay, give me a second, you guys. You in the meantime, you can say hi because some of you guys don't relate to Africa. So, mhm. Okay. You know what? Let's talk about do people still need marriage today? Do people still need marriage today? Is marriage important in the modern day? Like, do people still need marriage today? That's what we're gonna be talking about. Okay. We were gonna do the one for Africa, but then I realized like some people just don't want to talk about that in a live stream. They want to watch it as a video. Okay. So you guys, if you want to watch that video about why Africa is considered primitive, make sure you watch that video and let me know your opinions. Also, you get to know you by your interactions on these videos. So yeah. Okay, so let's do people still need marriage today? Is marriage still important today? Okay. So and this is literally a serious question, but in the meantime, let's still keep welcoming people into the live stream. When you join in, say hi. Do people still need marriage today? Do people still need marriage today? Charles C. Moore says hi. Hi to you, Charles. Charles. Hi to you, Charles. Do people still need marriage today? Yes, marriage still necessary today. Okay. Do people still need marriage today? That's what we are talking about right now. Let me know your opinions. Do you think marriage is still important today? Do people still need marriage today? That's what we're gonna be talking about, you guys. Also, you guys, I know today like my energy is low. I'm not feeling great, but you know what? It is what it is. Life goes on. Okay, let me remove this joker here. Put him to bed. Okay. Why do you say maybe? Yeah, I guess maybe. Like, do people still need marriage today? What is you guys' opinion? Can you like the live stream and subscribe? People can customize their lifestyles. Okay. Yeah. Okay. People can customize their lifestyle. Okay. I think this is literally a real question, but we haven't been asking. Okay. The thing is, do people actually need marriage anymore? Okay. And don't get me wrong, not because marriage is not a good thing, but it's because like marriage have so many flaws. Okay. And that brings to the question like, do people still need marriage today? Okay. Because nowadays people live together, have kids together, build business together, without ever getting married. Okay, there's even people, I was scrolling the other day and this lady was saying that like she likes the guy, they love each other, they have children, they don't need to involve the government in their own affairs. Like, why would they need a certificate to show that they are married, okay? So like people are living together. Okay, when I talk about do people still need marriage today, it's about like the whole ceremony and the whole certificate informing the government that you guys are married. So that's what we are talking about, okay? So and this points to the marriage. Why do people need like to have the legal marriage? Well, there's the other part where like uh it's against, like, why do we need to involve the government in our own personal issues, okay? So okay, so let me know. Let's do the question. Would you marry if there was no social pressure? Let me type that. This is a question. Would you get married if there was no social pressure? Would you marry if there was no social pressure? Would you marry if there was no social pressure? Would you marry if there was no social pressure? Okay, would you get married if there was no social pressure, guys? We are talking about do people still need marriage today, okay? And this is because of something that I came across the other day. Somebody was saying that like she loves her husband, they have children together. Why would she need to involve the government in their own personal issues, okay? But I think it's all fun and games, saying that it's all fun and games until like you guys are separating and like you don't have a certificate. There's no certificate showing that you guys are married, and now the things that you've worked for your whole entire life goes down the drain, okay? uh would you marry if there was no social pressure? Charles says, no, I have a few issues. Okay, let me know what are some of the issues. Okay, guys, would you get married if there was no social pressure? If there was no like that whole, when you get married, you kind of like fulfill a societal's expectation. Everybody celebrates you, okay? But I don't know, why do we celebrate people when they get married? Because at the end of the day, we don't go to stay with them in their marriage. Like, why do we want people to get married? At the end of the day, we are never behind those scenes, we are never there, okay? People different. Oh, you're saying that people are different, okay? So what does that mean? Guys, there's a question on the screen. Would you marry if there was no social pressure, if nobody was forcing you to get married? And I'm saying that we are getting forced to get married, but if nobody was telling you what to do, okay, would you still want to get married? Okay. If there was no prices, if your social status didn't upgrade when you got married, would you still get married, or would you just have children with somebody but never get married? It's interesting. Somebody was asking like okay, I have come across people on social media saying that like they are married but they have separate rooms. How would you feel about that, guys? How would you feel about that? Getting married and then still having separate rooms, okay? Wow, guys. Would you marry if there was no social pressure? I think I would me personally, me as one boy, I think I would marry if there was no social pressure, because even right now, at the moment, the only reason that I can marry is because I want to, not because of social pressure. I don't care what people think, to be really honest. Like, you can think all you want, like, I gotta live my life, okay? And the life that I'm living not is not for anybody, it's literally for me. Yeah, so personally, yes, I would still get married even if there was no social pressure. Okay, so the other question is, do people want weddings more than marriage? Do people want weddings more than marriage? Wow. Do people want weddings more than marriage? Okay. Do people want weddings more than marriage? Yes. Yes. People. Okay. Do people want weddings more than marriage? What do you want the most? Do you want a wedding or do you want a marriage? Okay. Do people want weddings more than marriage? I would literally say the answer is yes. People want weddings more than marriage. Yeah, I would, with or without the pressure. Why? Okay, honestly, I feel like the idea of people getting married, even having ceremonies, is just so that you can get seen, like people can see that you've just gotten married, like in a huge ceremony. Okay, that's why people go in debt just so that they can get married. I feel like people want weddings more than marriage. Okay, guys, we have a question on the screen. In your opinion, do you think people want weddings more than the marriage? Like, do you think people want that social ceremony of being seen out there? Or I'm the groom, I'm the bride. Uh, but then, and then when you get into the house after you come home from honeymoon, you realize, oh my God, it wasn't all that glamorous. Okay, so I feel like people want weddings more than marriage. Okay, out of okay, I feel like 6 out of 10 people who get married, 6 of them are just in love with the idea of the wedding, like the wedding, just the wedding, the party. Okay, I feel like that's what matters to most people. Okay, so Charles says it takes forever to honestly adjust and get to know someone. Yeah, without the pressure. Okay. Uh-huh. Thomas says, I don't know who wants to pressure me about never getting married. Okay, maybe I can pressure you about never getting married. Okay, but you know what? We have a question here. Do people want weddings more than marriage? In your opinion, when you study human behavior, what do people want more? Because I feel like people want the weddings more than they want the marriage. Like you just want the idea of like, oh my God, I just did a huge wedding. Okay, let me tell you, if I ever get married, it's going to be a ceremony with just me me and my partner. Like honestly, I can't get the idea. Like first of all, I'm not spending my life saving feeding you guys unless you do a fundraiser and feed yourself during my wedding. I'm not doing that type of stuff because honestly, like I can't go into debt just so that I can please you people and show them that I've gotten married. Same thing that I did with my graduation. When I graduated university, usually people do like large ceremonies, they invite family and friends. You know what I did? I traveled to my university with my mom and dad and my uncle and my cousin, and we just finished the ceremony right there. We never did a homecoming, we never did any other ceremony. It ended right there. Okay, so what if I would have stressed myself, hosted a ceremony at home, spent all my life savings, and then those people just like, no. Okay, uh but still, guys, we still have the question on the screen. Do people want weddings more than marriage? Do you think people want weddings more than the marriage? Okay. Another thing. Okay. Let me make a poll here. Okay, is marriage about love or security? Is marriage about love or security? To many people, like, is marriage about love or security? Like, um, doing, and I'm not talking about marriage, they're living together. I'm talking about the marriage ceremony and the certificate. Okay, what is that all about? Like, is marriage about love or security? Like the ceremony, or even like getting married in like in what are they called? Where people go to get married, like, is it court, wherever you people go and get married? Okay. Thomas says, if I were to get married somewhere secluded in a foreign country, okay, would you have family over? Would you have family over if you were to get married? Okay, honestly, even me, like, I don't see the need of calling. First of all, like, the same people, this is just my opinion, not yours, okay? Like, how I have seen, or how I have studied family and friends, I have studied people who know you in real life, family and friends. They are literally the worst people to be supportive. So I just cannot even imagine, like, calling a bunch of people to come to my wedding just so that they can come, oh, laugh in my face, and then say, oh my god, like, what a bad wedding, that spouse doesn't even look good, oh my god, did you see the dress? Charles says ownership. Ooh, interesting. Marriage is about ownership. Wow. Is my is marriage about love or security, in your opinion? Is marriage about love or security, in your opinion? Wow, Charles just says it's about ownership. Okay, is it about ownership of the spouse or ownership of the property? Okay, is marriage, the wedding, is it about ownership of the bride, or is it about the ownership of the property, like the property that you gain together? Okay, because the type of marriage we are talking about, we are not talking about the marriage, we are not talking about the institution of marriage. Okay, we are talking about the event of marriage, like the day where you go to a church, you get married, and you get a marriage certificate. We are talking about the day where you go to the courts and you get married and you get the certificate. We are talking about that, okay? So, is marriage about love or security? Because, and the real question is, do people still need marriage today? Do people still need marriage today? Is marriage necessary today? Okay? I have seen people online saying that, like, okay, I saw this lady, she was having her husband and she has a platform and blah blah blah. So what she was saying is, like, they have 3 children together, they love each other, they live together, they own property, but what they would do is, like, they own property in different names. But she was saying that they don't need to include government in their personal affairs, like marriage. Do you guys agree with that? David Njoroge, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I personally disagree. Okay, why do you disagree? Can you explain? Guys, make sure you're answering the question on the screen. Is marriage about love or security? Doma says, you should know that love is a prerequisite for marriage. I provide security to my girlfriend without a wedding ring. How do you do that? How do you do that? Let me tell you. First of all, for example, for example, like, when you think about marriage, okay, when you're married to somebody, if they die, you are they inherit you without speaking twice, without even thinking twice. That is the person who inherits you directly. Okay, you, in the case where, like, you die, everything that you own belongs to your spouse. Okay, if there is an insurance, let's say you have a life insurance, like, your spouse gets to benefit from that. Like, yeah, no, I don't think you do. You don't provide security for her without the wedding ring, because if you were to die, I don't know, no. Okay, but no, 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 like, but you have to put yourself in those scenario. Like, why do people want to get married? Charles says, yeah, ownership. David Jorge says, tell me laugh. Okay, let me know why. By the way, currently those things don't exist. What don't exist? What do not exist? Okay, is marriage about love or security? Okay, honestly, I feel like it's about, I feel like the institution of the the marriage certificate and the marriage the event is about security, okay? Because even right now, when you have a partner, you know you love them, you know they mean the world to you, but you kind of need to lock that person down. You need to tell them, you know what, you belong to me, and you're mine alone. Like, quit thinking about you'll ever have another person, okay? Also, it's about security in the sense of like property, in the sense of like in the case of death, what would happen to property, okay? And I think people think about that also. When people are married, they kind of like even consolidate their funds. So Doma says, everyone talks about getting married. Do you know how many divorces there are in my country? What's the percentage? Okay, I think out here in African, okay, let me talk about Kenya. Most people are not even legal. Okay, they have never done wedding and they don't have a marriage certificate. But what happens, most of these ladies, especially my mother's generation, they have just changed the last name. Okay, like for example, my mom, they never did any wedding. They just came to stay, come we stay, and then you change your last name to the name of your husband, and then all the property. Like if you are to separate, your children and you, maybe you are entitled to the property. Okay, but the thing is also, rarely do people separate in African countries because of children. Okay, most women are like, oh, where am I gonna go with these children? Like, I have to stay for the children and stuff like that. So it rarely happens. So let me know the percentage. Keishan Harvey says, blessing to you, Keishan. Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. When you join the live stream, kindly like the live stream and subscribe. My good name is Wamboy. Thank you so much for being here. David Njoroge says, can On have anything by GOK? Please expound. Can one have anything by the government of Kenya? Is it government of Kenya? Am I right? Keshan Harvey says, how are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. How are you? Devin Joroge says, let me laugh. Okay. Yeah, for those people who have property, even, I don't care, even if in African countries, they inherit something from their spouses. Yeah. Yeah. Guys, we have a question. Is marriage about love or security? Is marriage about love or security? And we are not talking about, we are talking about the event of marriage, the whole certificate thing and stuff. Because honestly, I think it's about security, and it's about locking somebody down, letting them know that, like, you know what, you only have me, and in any case you don't want to be with me, we have to involve the government. Okay. Let's do the next one. Yeah, no, we joke, but as a law enforcement officer, personally, I married a fellow officer. Okay, okay. So what is it about? Is it about security, or is it about property? What is it about? Is it mostly about love? Uh the story song says hello there. Hello to you. Good to see you. How are you doing? Okay. What makes people afraid of marriage today? What makes people afraid of marriage today? Hey, What makes people afraid of marriage today? Oh my god. I think personally, and this is literally my opinion, I think what makes people afraid of marriage today is like you kind of feel like you're stuck with this person, okay? What if you change your mind? What if you don't want them anymore? You know, it's like kind of like you're narrowing your options. For the married people, let me know how is that? Like okay, what makes people afraid of marriage? Like for those who are married, do you get married and then you're like no, how did I end up with this person? Like what, like no way, this person, no. Like what makes people afraid of marriage today? What makes people afraid of marriage? I think most people are afraid to get stuck with somebody, okay? You are afraid that like you will feel stuck with this person. No one wants to feel stuck with a person, okay? No one wants to feel stuck with a person. So I feel like most people are afraid of, but you guys also give me your answers on the thing. Write your answer right there and let's read. I feel like the major one is like you just don't want to be stuck with a person, okay? Also, the other thing, you could work your whole entire life, like you have your property, you have here and there, you've sacrificed yourself, and then somebody sees that and they just decides to target you, and then they come in the name of love, and then at the end of the day you end up like sharing your property, the one that you've worked so hard for, and then you guys are doing like what is it called, half sharing. Can you imagine you're half sharing a property with somebody whose only intention was to take your property? Okay, what makes people afraid of marriage today? What makes people afraid of marriage today? Okay, in my opinion, I think it's because like people don't want to be stuck with others. Also, you're afraid that like never. Doma says, I'm afraid. You decided to personalize it. Ah, okay, I'm afraid of losing my freedom, so I can end a relationship in 5 minutes. Oh wow. Okay, God. But but how what people say that like when you meet your person you will know I will wear handcuffs. Okay, you're afraid of losing your freedom. Honestly, I'm also afraid of, like, when I think about marriage, like, you don't. Okay, I think about God. What if you lose your? What if now you can't do the things that you liked anymore? How does that change you? Especially in the case where like there's children involved. I just think about, sometimes it's like waking up in a horror movie. You wake up, your life has changed so much. You have these responsibilities. Uh I think it's just scary. It's just scary. The idea, okay, it's just scary. Okay, guys, and if you are in the chat, kindly say hi. Let me know where you're watching me from. You can just say anything, okay? Let's go on. Uh, I think as far as we want to say that we are afraid of marriage, marriage has its own advantages. Or the institution, quote unquote, the ceremony, the marriage ceremony has serves its own purpose, okay? I feel like when you're married, you can have shared goals. Okay, I'm not about to consolidate my funds with you. I'm not about to consolidate my funds with you, and we are not married. No. Okay, we can have projects here and there, but I will be feeling like, that's your money and this is my money. Okay, but when you get married, you can have shared goals because it's one. Can I give a joke? Yes, you can. I feel like also marriage have a lot of legal protection for partners and children, okay? Especially for those people who want to have children. Like, honestly, can be I think getting married can be a good plan for somebody who wants children. Yeah, and I'm not talking about I'm talking about the institution of marriage, having a marriage certificate. It's important if you have a child with somebody. Yeah, and you want the protection whereby like you are entitled to their property, you are entitled to the children are entitled to, they have a right. You literally need to get married, okay? Guys, please answer the question on the screen. What makes people afraid of marriage today? David Jeroge says never share your goal with your partner. Never share a goal. Why? That's your partner. You guys are living life together. You guys are like you guys are tackling life together. Let me laugh. Daudi says hi. Hi to you. Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. Okay. Of course, also marriage is important for other cultural and religious importance, but that shouldn't be the only reason why you get married. Okay. Also, public commitment can create stability. Okay, when you're telling somebody, "Oh, I'm married," I think you're taken more seriously when you say that you're married. Don't you guys take people seriously when they say that they are married? And if they are not, you're like, okay, this is a fellow joker. Okay, I feel like for people who are, especially as you get older, I think as you get older, most people just want to have that, like, oh, yeah, I'm married, my husband, my wife. uh, okay, this is an interesting one. Let me laugh. Keep laughing, my friend. Okay, let's do this. Do men and women benefit equally from marriage? Oh my god, I mistyped that. Am I allowed to edit? No, you're not allowed to edit. Do men and women benefit equally from marriage? Do men and women benefit equally from marriage? Guys, welcome to the live stream. My good name is Womboy. We are doing a topic right here. Do people still need marriage today? Do people still need marriage today? Okay, let me know your opinions. Do you think people still need marriage today? Do men and women benefit equally from marriage? Okay, in your opinion, do men and women benefit equally from marriage? And guys, if this is your first time seeing me, my good name is Womboy. Thank you so much for being here. David says, do you know why we don't joke? My friends came to support me, but that lady knows why. Okay, do you know why we don't joke? My friends came to support me, but that lady knows why. Does one sign to confirm as fellow officer she has no joke out here. Oh my god, I can't understand you. I am so sorry. You can type in, you can retype. Oh god, I can't understand you, David. Sorry. Guys, welcome to the live stream. Do men and women benefit equally from marriage? Do you think men and women benefit equally from marriage? Uh as far as I want to say, uh I don't know. I don't know. Do men and women benefit equally from marriage? Let me hear your opinions before I give mine. Okay. Do men and women benefit equally from marriage? Do men and women benefit equally from marriage? Simple and clear. No. Why? Who benefits more from marriage? Do men and women benefit equally from marriage? Do oh, do men and women benefit equally from marriage? If the answer is no, who benefits more from marriage? I feel like men benefit more from marriage. Okay, research no. I feel like men benefit more from marriage. Okay, I know you guys are about to come for me, but this is just how I feel. I feel like men benefit more from marriage. First of all, a man getting married, you get status, you get conjugal rights, you Sharon says, I don't think that we benefit equally. Okay, who benefits more? Do men and women benefit equally from marriage? Honestly, I think men benefit more from marriage, okay? And you guys can prove me wrong. And when we do that, you guys like the live stream and subscribe, okay? Like the live stream and subscribe. I think men benefit more from marriage. You know what? The Okay, a man gets children from a marriage, okay? A man also gets status from from a marriage, okay? He gets conjugal rights for free. Okay, what else? Uh he gets identified by the society, like he just gains this what is it called? Like type of like status, very well respected. Okay, but no, this shouldn't be your answer. Okay, this shouldn't be your answer. Let me know yours. We have the question on the screen. Tap there to answer. Do men and women benefit equally from marriage? Norma says, I can only speak about relationship. Both sides benefit. One person looks after the other, and I perhaps focus a bit more on financial security. Okay, so in your opinion, you say like both sides benefit. One might do this, the other one might do that. Okay, David Njoroge says keep going. Natasha Njoroge says hi to you. Kindly like the live stream, guys, when you join in. Okay, Thomas, you're saying that like you mostly focus on financial security, and maybe your partner. But can you imagine this partner is the one she's giving birth. She's here to satisfy your sexual desires. Also, I'm not saying that she doesn't have them, but mostly she gets to satisfy your sexual desires, right? Okay. What else? Uh, she gives you children. She gives you status. She takes care of you, cooks for you. But I know this is mostly for African men, because African men refuse to cook. Like they act as if cooking is like dying. Okay, but no imagination. No, not imagination. This is real life. Okay, who benefits more from marriage, guys? Let's start there. Who benefits more from marriage? Because honestly, I feel like men benefit more from marriage. Who benefits more? But I think like the society wants to act as if it's only women who benefit from marriage, like by being provided for. Okay, you know, there's one thing that these things that money cannot buy. Okay, money can buy a womb, but it can't buy the love that a woman gives at home and all of that thing. So if you still have an opinion, answer there. Do men and women benefit equally from marriage? Do men and women benefit equally from marriage? Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Let's keep going. So is okay. I'm about to remove the question on the screen. If you're answering, be quick. Be a little bit quicker. Who benefits more from marriage, men or women? Who do you think benefits more from marriage? Okay, in a sense of like when if you have like a an understanding husband, I feel like everybody benefits from the marriage. But if you have those selfish patriarchal men, like I feel like the man is benefiting more. He's there making rules, putting his hands all over you, strangling you, choking you. Okay. Thomas says, as a European, I will naturally try to invest a bit more and fulfill your wishes, provided things don't get excessive. Okay. Okay. Especially, okay, okay. I see that, and I feel like that's why most Europeans like African girls, or like, let's say Kenyan girls, because, for example, this is somebody who is trained to be a wife material. Your whole life growing up, you're trained to be a wife material. Even the activities that you're made to do at home, you're trained to be a wife material, and that's the raising of an African girl, okay? So, and then you meet this guy who is even willing to like help around the house, uh a guy who believes his woman is a queen, is and she's not supposed, okay, if she wants to work, well and good, but she doesn't have to. Somebody with a different mindset, okay, which means this woman with the whole like she's been raised to be a wife material, and then meets a man who's been raised to be a gentleman. Like, I feel like that works out for both of them, and it makes such a good relationship. That's just how I see it, okay. Huh. But you know what? I think I need to take this chance to say that I feel like African men should like the especially you Generation Z, okay? Like, stop acting like your grandfather. Just get your hands dirty, okay? You don't have to be sitting there watching television when your woman is just there, she's pregnant, she's trying to cook, like, have mercy. Another thing that pisses me off about, like, not in a bad way, but it's like, I think we did talk about this before, like the way there's no affection when it comes to like African parents. Like, for example, even as a Generation Z, okay, even as a Generation Z, like, stop acting like your parent. You can show affection to your partner, like, you know. And I feel like that's what's making African men say that, oh my God, these African women only want European people, they only want westernized people. No, it's about like how a man is acting like a gentleman. Virtue, cheat, and football says, yo to you, virtue, whatever. Your name is long. Thomas says, I don't have to reveal my financial status right away. Okay, and that's what it is. Yeah. As far as like, first of all, like, even providing for someone, providing even something small for someone before like you guys are official, is it's something that you do from wanting to do it, not because you have to. Antonio says, how are you, beautiful? I'm good. How are you doing? Okay. Okay, let's change the question on the screen. Has modern dating changed the idea of marriage? Has modern dating changed the idea of marriage? Eh, has modern dating changed the idea of marriage? Has modern dating changed the idea of marriage? Let me wait for you guys' response. Da, 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 da. Has modern dating changed the idea of marriage? Has modern dating changed the idea of marriage? I think so, yeah. I think right now people are more focused on like the experience, okay, other than, I feel like the generation before, Jahanara Bigam says hi. Hi to you. I feel like the generation that came before this generation, the idea of marriage was something different. Marriage was so that you can get seen like you are married, okay? It wasn't because you want to get married. This generation, our generation is like, no, I'm not going to get married to make you guys feel good. While I'm the one who have to live that experience in that house that you guys want me to get married in. Like, I'm the one who has to live the experience, okay? Also, this generation have changed the idea of like what should you persevere, okay? Feel like women used to persevere a lot, even men, okay? Men and women used to persevere a lot, but right now it's like, okay, you know what? Bye bye. In modern dating, there is no talk of marriage. Yeah. Oh, and God, I honestly like, I feel like in the next like 30 years, few people will be married. Like it will be a thing of the past. Like, oh, people used to get married. Okay, and I think that's why people who are married, like they kind of like get a lot of what is it called, rewards as a group, okay? Like when you're buying property as a group and all of that. Because I feel like also the government needs to keep people married, okay? I think they were also pushing like motions in the US whereby you have to give reasons and evidence. You have to show evidence why you want to get divorced from somebody. Like there need to be evidence, and it should. And then there's another motion where it goes like after you guys decide to separate, the thing takes 1 year before it's finalized, because within that time you guys might decide to like get back together, uh you know. Yeah, so I feel like in the next 30 years marriage will be a thing of the past, like something of the past. Oh, you remember people used to get married, okay? Not to mention like now we are even more accepting of even other types of marriages, like uh we are more accepting of women to women, men to men marriages, you know. So yeah, of course modern dating have changed the idea of marriage. Wow, let's see. Wow. Okay, god. Yeah, I think now in conclusion to this topic, like there's a lot of points that supports marriage, there's a lot of points that are against marriage. One of them is fear of losing freedom. Marriage expectations are sometimes unrealistic. Society pressures people into marriage too early. Okay, another one is most marriages stay together unhappily. Another one, divorce can can be expensive and emotionally draining. That one is for sure. People can stay committed without papers. Wow. Dama says many might promise marriage without even realizing what they are doing. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Like it's not that deep when it comes to marriage right now. It's not that deep. Like you see, like the way marriage was, even we were being taught, and see the fact is like even religion has lost its place in the society. So which means, you know, people used to use religion to like intimidate people to get married, like, oh, so that you can do the sacred act, like so that you can have sexual experiences, you have to get married so that you're not sinning before the Lord. Okay, people are opening their, most people are like saying no to things in the religious text that don't align with their, with what they want. They're just saying no. So which means um then it's becoming harder and harder to like shove this what is it called, fear of like God punishing you for not getting married. So yeah. Okay, guys, this topic have been so much like what is it called, I think it was just a continuation from what we were doing during the day. But now, what are we gonna do? We're just gonna sit here. You guys, you can ask me questions. We're gonna sit here for a minute. Also, I think I need to kind of like sleep. I told you guys that I'm sick. If I knew you guys would have suggestions on like what I would do to recover, I would tell you in details. Mhm. Can you guys be? I tried to like stream the game yesterday. Oh my god, my phone does not support that game. Like, honestly, I need to like stream for hours here. Like, I need to stream because can you imagine? I need like 4,000 watch hours. We kind of like already have 1,000, so we are looking for 3,000. But can you imagine how will I be able to do that? 4,000 watch hours. That's a lot of time. Yeah, I kind of need to figure out how to like stream games and stuff for a minute. Seseko Uganda says hi. Hi to you. Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. How are you doing? Oh wow, the World Cup is starting. Okay, okay, enjoy yourself. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you when you'll see me when I see you, or what? See you when you see me. Yeah, see you when you see me. Okay, okay. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Honestly, like wow, World Cup. What are the teams that are playing today? What teams are playing today? I might even also have to sign off to like see if I can watch.